Scary Reddit Stories Part 65. My uncle used to have a cabin in the woods near Winter, Wisconsin on a relatively undeveloped arm of the Chippewa Flowage. Not too remote that you couldn't pop into town for necessities, but far enough in the boonies that if you got hurt, you'd be in serious trouble. I used to spend time there in the summer tearing through the woods with my two cousins. One morning when I was about 10, my uncle woke us up roughly and told us it was time to go fishing. It was still super early, and we were all confused because it was pitch dark, and who the hell went fishing so early anyway? He hustled us down to the dock, where he kept his little fishing boat, and quickly launched us into the water and away from the house. At this point we were all getting a little freaked out by the weirdness of the situation. We thought maybe we were being punished because my uncle had gone to chop wood the previous morning and couldn't find his axe anywhere. He'd left it lodged in a stump next to the cabin and accused us of messing with it, which, to be fair, sounded like something we probably would have done. He ended up having to drive into town to buy a new one. He wasn't talking, though. We just sat shivering under a blanket at the bow of the boat while my uncle stared wild-eyed at the shoreline and waved a flashlight furtively ahead of us. We eventually arrived at my uncle's friend's cabin across the lake and tumbled into his house. Our uncle sent us to the loft to sleep, and he and his buddy locked the doors and left, not returning until well after sunrise. Eventually our uncle showed up with a truck and trailer already packed with all of our gear and told us it was time to go home. We all thought it was weird that we were leaving the cabin days early, but we were kids, so we just went with it. My uncle was quiet for the whole long drive back to civilization. Many years later my uncle confided to me that the reason he'd hustled us home was because he'd woken up around 3 a.m. to a strange thok sound from outside the cabin. He'd gone out to investigate when a massive jack pine fell directly across the narrow driveway, locking us in. Startled by the noise, he swept his flashlight along the tree line just in time to see a man holding an axe link away into the dark of the wood. He and his buddy had to take turns chainsawing the tree apart while the other stood watch with a rifle. He never found the axe.